So we've got a bit of an overcast day today, which makes it a great day to be hanging out in the greenhouse. So, with it being a little overcast, I figured I'd come in here, show you a little bit of what's going on in here, and then do a couple little projects while I'm in here as well. So last time we were in here together, did this little pot of rosemary cuttings. They're looking green and healthy, so I'll take that as a very good sign. So there's those. And on that same day, I decided to do a couple pots of lavender. So I've got this one and a second one, the two varieties of lavender we have growing here. I did 2 pots of cuttings on those. I was told lavender takes root just as easily as sage and rosemary does, so it'd be nice to have a whole bunch more lavender plants in the garden. So here we are. Let's hope these work out as well. Those rosemary cuttings I potted up a couple weeks ago are starting to look really, really nice. I mean, that is just, both of these are just gorgeous little plants. So I'm really excited about what's going on there. As are the sage cuttings I did a couple weeks ago. These are really starting to take root and looking really, really healthy. If I pop this one out, you can see it's really, really nice amount of rooting and roots on that plant right there. So I've been growing vegetables from seed for quite a number of years now, and I'm pretty confident in that, and they seem to be working out every year, and I'm by no means an expert, and every year something goes wrong and every year something goes right, and I'm learning all the time, which is why gardening is such a fantastic thing to do. You're constantly learning, constantly adapting, and I just love it. I always like to set myself a little bit of a challenge, and this year I decided to try to grow some perennial flowers from seed. And I've had mixed luck. As a first year, it's pretty great, and that's part of the reason why we decided to build this greenhouse, because it's really nice to have a space where we can do this, where we can propagate our own plants like we do the cuttings I mentioned earlier, and be able to start a lot more seeds and grow plants in here for a year before they're ready to go out in the garden. So I've had some decent luck as far as growing some perennials, flowers from seed. This right here is catmint, and that worked out really well. As you can see, I've got almost 20 of these plants, and we love catmint. It grows great. The bees love it. It's got this absolutely lovely purple flower on it. We also just started a new forest garden this year, and my wife loves forget-me-nots, so I was able to get a bunch of forget-me-nots started from seed. I've got a dozen or so of these. So these are going to go into the forest garden, line the pathways in there, and they're just going to look super great. And then there's a couple other things there, and one of the other things I got really excited about trying was growing what I have in this tray here, which is Columbine. And we have a bunch of it growing in the garden, and it comes back every year, and I love it. It's probably one of my favorite flowers. It's almost alien, but it's just gorgeous, gorgeous flower. And I figured I want them everywhere. So I decided to start some from seed. They've been in this tray for a little while now. They don't seem to be getting much better at this stage in this tray. And as soon as I potted up some of these other perennials that I have here, like this catmint and this balloon flower here and a few other things, as soon as I potted these up, they started to do so much better. So I figured might as well gently transfer these baby Columbine plants that I have here into some larger pots with some fresh potting mix. Here I'm gently transferring my baby Columbine plants into prepared pots. I'm not tapping down too hard, just because I don't want to damage the roots. I'm going to water these in well and then put them in a sunny spot to grow on. If all goes well, I should have almost 24 new Columbine plants for spring planting. Thanks guys for watching, I really appreciate it. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.